All right, Shalom. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Harakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone where I learn this truth from. Sincere, hearty blessings to Yakim out there pushing this truth, sincerity. Yahweh for listening and or in subjection and order. All right, and whatever your lot may be at this time. Okay. Right. I wanted to go into that. I was actually scrolling through some pictures and this video I came across while I was online. It was going to the experiments and stuff that the devil has going on behind the scenes. All right, which I'll get into shortly. But it says this reminded me of Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30:7, where it says, "Alas, the time of Jacob's trouble, all right, the day like which there's never been, okay, time which there's never been, and you count the famines, the pestilence, the plagues, the civil war, the financial collapse, the cannibalism. You count all that, okay? But there's also more terrors and more things that are going to take place during that time, okay? That's not often spoken about. Even I myself, can't fully picture the horrors and the times that are going to come, of course. But if we're covered by Yahweh Shai Mashiach, we'll be all right, okay? But yeah, the time of Jacob's trouble, man, it was never a time that's going to be like it. No other time in history that's going to match it. And this further expounds on that precept, man. Okay, so I won't go on any further blabbering. I'll just have a few precepts, and then I'm gonna grab a definition, and then I'm gonna grab the video that led me to go into this. Okay, Job 23 verse 8, it says, "Behold, I go forward, but he is not there." All right, this is Job speaking. "And backward, but I cannot perceive him." Okay, so this is Job pretty much saying he can't understand the works of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, verse 9, "And on the left hand where he doth work." All right, on the left hand is symbolizes the spiritual demon Satan that Yahweh Shem Yahushua uses on his left hand. Okay, that we know on the right hand is Yahweh Shai, which is where ultimate power is. Okay. But yeah, let me continue on. Job 23:9, "On the left hand where he doeth work, but I cannot behold him." All right. So none of us realize the full scope of what's happening on the left hand. All right. None of us fully realize that the things that are truly happening behind the scenes here in this earth, and why it must be destroyed. All right. Particularly in this land of Babylon the Great. And I'm going to get into exactly what I mean by that further on in this lesson. All right. But yeah, when Yahweh Shem Yahushua says he wants to destroy this place, and completely wipe it off the map, off the face of the earth. Okay. There's no his judgments are true and righteous, man. Okay, with the water Yahweh Shem Yahushua for just even having the inkling why this place needs to be destroyed even further. Okay. So like, let me go into it again. Job 23:9. On the left hand, where he doth work, but I cannot behold him. He hideth himself on the right hand, that I cannot see him. All right. Again, this is Job going into how he can't figure out the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah. Okay. And neither can we, any of us. All right. No one could understand the fullness of his judgments and the how he chooses to judge the world. Okay. And the things that are going on behind the scenes, the things that are being allowed, and all the death and the horror and the abominations that are taking place. All right. In darkness. Let's go to next. I'm gonna go to Psalms. We'll go to Psalms 66, and we'll start at verse 3. All right. It says, "Say unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, how terrible art thou in thy works! Through the greatness of thy power shall thine enemies submit themselves unto thee." All right. During this time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right. You have all kind of creatures and mutations and spirits created for vengeance. All right. Unknown beasts, newly created beasts. All right. And I don't know if many of you know yet, but these things are already in the works behind the scenes on the left hand. All right. It's already been in the works. Okay. Again, which I'll go into shortly. Verse 4, all the earth shall worship thee and shall sing unto thee. They shall sing to thy name. Selah. Verse 5, come and see the works of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. He is terrible in his doing toward the children of men. All right. Now let me grab that word terrible. All right. All right. This is the online etymology definition. Terrible. It says causing terror, awe, or dread. All right. Frightful. Okay. When has that term also been used in the scriptures? Talking about Leviathan. All right. In Job 41st chapter. Okay. Which is going to be another terrible sight. All right. In the times to come. Now, what does it say? Frightful, filled with fear. All right, to make afraid. Okay, there's going to be many things out there. The scriptures say men's hearts are gonna fail them for fear. Why is that? Because we're gonna see things we've never seen before in a time that we've never lived in before. Okay, and none of us are really gonna understand that. Because the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. All right, we don't know all the things that's cooked up out there. Okay, we don't know all the things that's on reserve for that time of judgment, man. All right, to punish the wicked. Okay, to put people to death out here. Okay, who resisted the will of Yahweh Shem Shah, who blasphemed his name. Okay, who's killing his creation. All right, and ultimately who do not fear him. Okay, so there's gonna be terrible things out there. So let me get back to this precept here, Psalm 66 and 5. I'll read it again. Come and see the works of Yahweh Shem Shah. He is terrible, all right, in his doing toward the children of men. Now, okay, example of that. Let's go to Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, 11th chapter. We'll start at verse 15. All right. It says, but for the foolish devices of their wickedness, wherewith being deceived, they worship serpents void of reason and vile beasts. Okay, which they do now. Okay, got all kinds of idols set up. All right, you got that Moloch statue that's out there in Bohemian Grove. All right, and many other things. They got they so-called erected that temple of Baal where they used to sacrifice children. All right, they got that erected in New York. Okay, and there's many other things. All right, but it says they worship serpents for the reason and vile beasts. Thou didst send a multitude of unreasonable beasts upon them for vengeance. Okay. Verse 16, that they might know that wherewithal a man sinneth, by the same also shall he be punished. Right. So Yahweh Shem El Shai is going to repay all the wickedness that was taking place behind the scenes that he allowed to happen. Okay. And you'll understand further here shortly while I went into this. All right. Verse 17. For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions. 18. Or unknown wild beasts full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scent of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes. Verse 19, whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroy them. There's that word terrible, going into what? Dreadful, frightful. Okay. Let's get into it here. All right. All right. All right. So we got one picture there. All right. This is the stuff that's, whether this is real or not, nonetheless, there are things that's taking place, okay, that we have no idea about, or that we may have some idea about, but we really don't. It's less than 1%, okay. But Yahweh Shem El Shai knows, okay. His eyes, the scriptures say, his eyes are in every place, beholding the good and the evil. Who's his eyes? The angels, man. All right. Now, look at this. All right. It's like a one-eyed goat. All right. This is the stuff that's happening behind the scenes. All right. These experiments that's happening on the left-hand side. All right. Esau, his crave for power. All right. To be like the Most High, Yahweh Shem El Shai. All right. Screw it. Destroying the creations of Yahweh Shem El Shai, turn into something abominable, man. All right, but it's all being allowed by Yahweh Shem El Shai on the left-hand side. So the right hand, when he moves on this place with his right hand, all right, which is Yahweh Shai, all right. Not only are all things going to be destroyed, okay, but all things are going to be restored back to its original state, okay. Yeah, this is supposed to be some kind of half goat, half man, or something, man. Some kind of hybrid, man. All right. But you best believe there's worse than this that's out there that we don't know about, that hasn't been stumbled upon, or that hasn't made public eye yet, man. Okay. But Yahweh Shem El Shai knows. All right. And that's exactly why this place got to be destroyed. Okay. But nonetheless, we're gonna see all these things come out of their reserved areas. All right, during the time of trouble, man. All right, during Jacob's trouble. Okay, and men are gonna die from fear, and their hearts are gonna fail them. All right. And this looks like some kind of bat, half man bat, fly, or these experiments, man, that's going on behind the scenes again. All right, all these things that are taking place in the dark. All right. What the scriptures say, though, there's nothing hidden that will not be revealed. Okay, so we come out of here, and I'll end it with this video. I'll play it for a few minutes, and then wrap it up. All right. Let's see, should lock you. It'll kick me out. Let's go to here.
While these aliens mutilated animals for body parts and abducted humans for experiments, hybridization, soul scalping, chip implantation, mind control programming, dreamscape manipulation, genetic engineering experiments, crossbreeding, cloning, harvesting for body parts, and using humans for food. Meanwhile, our government looks the other way and protects them while they are doing it. And this still happens today. At the same time, while the aliens have been implementing their hideous agenda onto us and worldwide, our shadow government has been taught the same technology and has been implementing it on us themselves, such as chip implantation, mind control programming, dreamscape manipulation, genetic experimentation, super soldier, cloning, and global tracking and control. And I might add, soon they will be eating us. Our own species will be eating us. Continuing, we have also learned anti-gravity research and literally have our own UFO fleets that are built underground, tested at Area 51, painted at Area 52, and stored at Los Alamos, among other bases. Some of the different security forces that protect and guard these bases include the Delta Force, Black Berets, Air Force Blue Berets, Secret Service, FBI Division 5, CIA stormtroopers, and the base's own security and the base's own special security themselves. It has been alleged that many involved with these security divisions have been soul scalped or programmed to keep them under the control of the alien shadow government. I want to focus attention here on the Dulce base. Perhaps later the Lord will lead me to expose the others, but for now this base has been brought to my attention by Him, and it would be dereliction of my duty to not bring more attention to it, where it is, and what it is. My information comes from the Most High God Himself, who has given me spiritual visions about these bases, along with reports gathered and written by William Cooper, Philip Schneider, Thomas Costello, Branton, and others, who risked their lives to bring information on these underground bases public. William Cooper and Philip Schneider were killed, and Thomas Costello is allegedly dead as well. Many others, such as Branton, now a good friend of mine, has suffered through attempted assassinations or are constantly monitored and watched as a result of bringing public awareness to these underground bases. The Dulce base, this joint CIA human-alien base, is located under the Archuleta Mesa in Dulce, New Mexico, close to the Colorado border and situated on the Jicarilla Apache Indian Reservation. The Dulce base is approximately 2.5 miles northwest of Dulce and a town located off US 64 with a population of approximately 900 to 1,700 people. Dulce is a small town with one motel and a gas station, but underneath the surface of the entire area, lies a vast complex and network of bases and shuttle systems that crisscross through the entire country. Dulce is the central hub. The Dulce base is more technically known as the Biogenics Laboratory, including but by no means limited to atomic manipulation, cloning, human psychic research, advanced mind control, animal-human crossbreeding, visual and audio chip implantation, and the abduction and feeding off of humans, including children. It is the second largest reptilian and gray base in North America, yet it is the central hub for all the underground bases. The largest base is located by Taos, New Mexico. The Dulce base was built on top of deep caverns that extend for hundreds of miles underground. There are 7 levels of the Dulce base that are known of. The caverns underneath are off limits, and even most of the levels themselves are not accessible without strict security clearance to those who qualify to be on them. The first 3 levels contain government offices and a garage for street maintenance. The base itself is as large as the city of Manhattan. Yes, they have roads and electric vehicles to drive. The second level contains offices and a garage for trains, shuttles, tunnel boring machines, and UFO maintenance. The third level is mostly government offices. The fourth level of the Dulce base conducts research and experiments on the human psyche, dream manipulation, hypnosis, and telepathy. All aspects of mind control programming take place here as well. Witnesses have described huge vats containing amber liquid with human body parts on the 5th level that are constantly stirred by a robotic arm. Rows and rows, thousands of cages have also been seen holding men, women, and children to be used as food and put into these vats for the aliens. The 6th level is called Nightmare Hall. It contains the genetic labs, and this is where the crossbreeding experiments of humans and animals are conducted. People have reported seeing fish, seals, birds, and mice that are vastly altered from their original creations. There are multi-armed and multi-legged humans and several cages and vats of humanoid bat-like creatures up to 7 feet tall. 7-foot-tall humans with wings and bat-like features. On the 7th level are thousands and thousands of humans in cold storage, including children. These last few floors are the ones that the Lord has brought to my particular attention. How? In their insane desire to have human bodies as their own, aliens have perfected the ability to take a person's soul out of their body and put it elsewhere. This gives them access to a human body devoid of a soul. The body is a shell, a carcass, and they can take over and possess this body and use it for themselves. This is termed as walking in. There are 2 types of walk-ins. Aliens can walk in and possess a live human body and or a dead human. Or in this instance, a live human who had their soul removed and then their body was taken over and walked in by an alien. I've heard that Obama is a walk-in, and it doesn't surprise me by the way he behaves. What happens to the souls? What is a soul? A soul is what makes you, you. We are souls, and our bodies are just shells that cover our souls. Can we exist outside of our bodies? Yes, as a spirit in spirit form. The aliens are kidnapping humans and taking out their souls and then putting in souls in storage containers, even boxes, and then taking over the human bodies as their own. Horrifying. The person who was abducted and kidnapped is not dead. They are still alive, but now as a soul they are trapped in that container or storage box they were put into. They become prisoners imprisoned in these storage containers with no way out. This is what the Lord has shown me, and this can be verified by others who have leaked out information about these bases. And if people today who work at these bases would come forward as whistleblowers, we might be able to stop this once and for all and demand a congressional investigation. Most congressmen and congresswomen don't even know that these bases exist. We need to free these people and bomb these bases out of existence.
Alright, so I'll stop it there. The name of the video is Prisoners of the Dulce Base by Sherry Shriner. Alright. I'm gonna grab this precept here. I believe it's unclean spirit. There's a lot here. Unclean. Revelation 20. No. Okay. That goes to all right. Yep, there we go. Revelation 18:2. All right. All right. Yep, Revelation 18:2. And he cried mightily with it. Matter of fact, I'll start at 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Okay. So yeah, that's exactly why this place needs to be destroyed, man. All right, but I'll end it there, and hopefully this was edifying. And this reaches who it needs to reach. Okay. It's called Halal Yahweh Shem Al Shai, Ba'Shem Harakakwadash. Shalom. Till next time.